injuries?
Yeah, I've definitely kept CrossFitting after my injuries. And of course, since, I'm one of those weird bodybuilders that still loves CrossFit, I'm always a little surprised at how many bodybuilders kind of rain on the CrossFit parade. Perhaps they've never tried it, or they just have met people that have been to boxes with poor coaching, that kind of thing. But I love CrossFit, and I CrossFit usually after my fall show until the CrossFit Open, which is over. So I start doing things to get myself in shape and conditioning. I am also a bodybuilder that does cardio all year round. I'm in my 50s. And even though off season is often a period of time where people, gladly give up their cardio, I love cardio. It makes me feel awesome. So I continue with my cardio all year, which keeps me in good shape for example, competing in the CrossFit Open. I've done really well at it. In the 6 years I've competed, I stay in the scale division, which is a step below the RX. RX is the most difficult. I can't, honestly. My coordination for skipping double unders, and I'm not a great fan of muscle ups. So I stay in the scaled, and I've sat first in my age category in women in Canada for 6 years. So I've been pretty happy about that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, like how many pull-ups you can do?
What's that? How many pull-ups can I do?
Yeah,
right now, probably could do 10 or 11, but I haven't. I've been doing more lat pull downs.
Yeah, I stopped doing pull-ups a bit. I was like, I used to do a lot of pull-ups, but I stopped. I stopped probably like I remember I used to do like 10. I had different kind of pull-ups. Like I would try to do my fingertips a bit, and try to attempt the one-arm pull-ups and stuff. But I stopped. Yeah, I stopped.
I love doing that stuff.
I was doing other things. Yeah.
I sometimes watch, like there's Instagram reels and stuff where people are doing challenges. So often on Sundays, I save that to my phone, and then I go try something dumb at the gym and try not to, hopefully I don't break my arm or some ridiculous nonsense while I'm attempting to prove I can do something silly.
Yeah. And one time I interviewed a young lady. She did like freestyle calisthenics. I don't know if you ever seen that, where they just they kind of twirl back and forth, like it's almost like gymnastics, but yeah.
I totally admire like the people who are awesome at calisthenics. Like I'm like the last few weekends I've been practicing like the L lever or whatever. And I'm not very good at it yet because I'm strong enough, I think, but the balance and placing your body parts precisely so you can do levers. But I admire that. Like I admire all sorts of fitness. Everybody has their way of, enjoying fitness, and my way is not the only way. So I love seeing other people have fun and do well at things.
Yeah. You ever thought about attempting to do strongman?
No, I don't think. I have friends that compete in strongman and strong women, and it's very cool. But I think I would worry a little bit about maybe hurting myself, and so much depends on me here, like my farm, my animals, even bodybuilding. Sometimes ends up like, obviously, because I work out hard, you end up with repetitive use injuries, and like I'm working through carpal tunnel and cubital tunnel in both arms. I've had tennis elbow and golf elbow this year, shoulder injuries, which I mean, all bodybuilders are probably fighting off some kind of thing and ignoring it at the same time.
Maybe, probably. That I was just asking, because CrossFit and they're a bit similar, and it's kind of, they both are intense. Do you watch like them athletes like Danny Spiegel? If I'm pronouncing her name right?
Yeah. And Tia Claire Toomey, and I've totally fangirled the CrossFit people. They're pretty amazing. Like their fitness level is just through the roof. And that's why I keep CrossFitting and I keep doing cardio, because it's important for me not to just look like I'm fit. I really truly want to be fit, and it possibly does slow me down a little bit, because I know there's always an argument to quit moving as much. But I mean, my whole farm, I'm moving a lot. So I like doing cardio. I like feeling fit,
Yeah.
but
It's
it might
just
make my journey slower.
it's just you alone, or you?
I have a roommate, but yeah,
Mm.
he's 28. But yeah, no, it's just me here running the farm, and so it's a pretty big ship to run by myself with a lot of animals.
Yeah, yeah.
There's times there's
What?
times I don't feel like doing farm chores. Like today, I had the gym in the morning, came home, had my lunch, had a little couch potato time because it's the weekend. Then I went out and I was moving hay around, cleaning round pens, and all that nonsense. And as a bodybuilder, it's pretty exhausting.
Yeah, I remember. I went to boarding school one point, and they had us like getting up early, and you had to do chores. Like it was like a barn, like a horse barn and stuff. Yeah, I remember that. That's how far I know about farming and stuff. Only thing. So
Well, the thing about having
yeah.
animals on a farm is no matter how you feel, no matter what the weather is, you still have to go
Yeah.
do it anyhow. So it could be minus 50 Celsius wind chill here in the wintertime, and you're still outside feeding horses, feeding goats, doing the things you have to do. And I can tell you there's times you really don't want to be outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
What do you what do you like about taking care of animals?
I've loved animals my whole life. I've wanted
Mm.
horses when I was a kid. I grew up in a small northern community. It was a mining town. My dad and brothers, my dad was a miner, and both my brothers are miners. And so we had the only acreage in this little northern town, and it had an old hip roof barn, kind of a heritage barn. And I would bug my mom my entire childhood if I could please have horses, but it wasn't really a horse type town.
Yeah.
So as an adult, when I got married, our first place we bought was this place, and I was absolutely insistent it had to have like 80 acres for horses, and I actually needed a living room so I could work out in it. I wanted it big enough that I could do my home workout videos if needed. And yeah, no, I've just always wanted animals, and horses were my dream since I was a little kid and read The Black Stallion. And so I coach barrel racing, I breed paint horses, and I still compete. The passion for bodybuilding kind of usurped the passion for barrel racing a couple years ago. I think it was because of healing my body became so important. And so, yes, I still barrel race, but right now, like my priority this year is my bodybuilding shows. Like I'll go to barrel races that fit into my schedule and fit into my budget. But right now I'm trying to make sure I can do the Winnipeg show. I'm hoping to do well enough there that I qualify for the Calgary Nationals, and then I want to go to Calgary Nationals and qualify for the WNBF World Show, which is also in Canada this year.
Okay. Do you pay attention to like bodybuilding outside of Canada?
I only have been to Boston for the WNBF World Show in 2024. I went there, and I was hoping to make top 5, and I did. I finished 5th in the amateur bodybuilding. There was a fantastic lady from Spain who won the amateur class when I was there. I remember walking into the warm-up room, and you just know, like, she was just her muscles were amazing, and her routine was fantastic. It was like artwork. And then she actually went on the next day to kind of decimate the pro class too, in her first day as a pro at the World Show. So yeah, it was really cool to watch her. WNBF has great competitors, great coaches. Like the atmosphere and the people are so friendly and kind. Before I kind of got started in bodybuilding, people had said, "Oh, there's lots of catty people. Be careful. People are mean." And WNBF is just full of amazing competitors that I enjoy so much when I'm around them.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been to a couple of natural bodybuilding shows. It was OCB and stuff. It's not, yeah, I mean they're very welcoming a bit, with the competitors. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
I've
been
heard really good things about OCB as well. I was actually contemplating OCB this year, but then when they said they're hosting the World Show in Canada, WNBF, I decided I would stay in this federation for now.
okay. I'm not sure they got a WNBF in New York. But
They probably have INBF, International
um,
Natural Bodybuilding. So they can
okay.
also qualify for Canada. Like when I was at the World Show in Boston the other couple of years ago, there was everybody from all over the world. It was the absolutely coolest thing ever. You know, make a friend who's a veterinarian from Australia, or, you know, this really awesome lady from, I can't remember, it wasn't Spain, it was one of the war-torn countries, Israel. That's where she actually said in her drive
Mm.
to the airport, she had to duck down in her cab to avoid getting shot at. She was like the coolest
Yeah.
lady. I mean, at least I didn't
What?
need to do any of that.
Oh, why she had to get ducked down to get shot? I mean, not to get shot.
Because I guess it was kind of a war-torn area that she was going through. So
Oh, okay. Wow, that's a lot. Wow.
I know
Yeah.
something I have zero experience with, living rural in Canada. So
Oh, oh, we
I have
got
to
what
I
is
have to ask how you decided you wanted to interview me. I was kind of surprised that you reached out to me the other day.
well, I mean, I seen your physique. I mean, and you had a nice physique, and sometimes, I just like search on Instagram who I want to talk to, and you do CrossFit and um natural bodybuilding, so it just caught my interest.
No, well, I wanted
You
to say
know,
thanks for having me and reaching out to me.
no, appreciate it. I mean, I really appreciate you responding to it. So yeah. What is Mary's thoughts on high rocks? Do
You
you
know
have
what?
any?
I've heard a lot about it and I've read some, but I haven't tried it yet. I can't make I've heard from people that have done CrossFit and now do high rocks, and they say they love it. I'm not sure yet. I'd have to try it. It looks like it'd be fun.
Okay, no, I never heard of high rocks. You know, got Red Samurai Ninja. Hello, yeah. Like, did you like what is like your best show since you competed? Like you being on stage.
I would have to say the one that I'm the most proud of was my first Calgary show. It was a big class in women's bodybuilding. There was 9 of us, and I came in third. And to me, that was far more exciting than first out of 1 or 2, because it was a really, really tough master's class. And
Yeah.
the last 2 years, I have taken second in Calgary. My goal, of course, is first, but still working on
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
It's a cool experience. Like every time I go, bring a little better physique and definitely better posing. When I look back at my original posing, it's like, wow. And I kind of thought I knew what I was doing, my first couple of shows, and then you see that you're not displaying anything correctly. And yeah, it's a learning curve for sure. And I mean, posing is something I think any of us who bodybuild work on we're going to be working on it until we don't bodybuild anymore, because I don't think you can ever get perfect at posing. Like there's always something. It's kind of like that whole scratch your head, chew gum, and rub your belly type thing. It's, okay, smile really nicely at the judges. Make sure you flex your butt cheeks, but don't flex them too hard. Make sure your hamstrings are doing this thing. Make sure your lats are on. So yeah, no, it's taking a lot of practice for sure. So I try
Is
and
that is that the only thing you fall short on, like in when you're competing, is the posing?
I don't even know if it's fall short. I think it's just something it's like horseback riding. And when I coach horseback riding, and I tell people that they're never going to stop learning. And I think that's the case with posing. You're going to keep improving. You're going to learn how to show your body to the best. Like a pose that may look fantastic on another lady may not suit me quite as well. I have a really super strong upper body. I've had to work 3 times as hard at my lower body. So I have to be careful to show off, the best features. And everybody, I think, will have a little different thing that they want to show off, but still look balanced and, strong. So I think it's something you're going to just keep working on. I know as long as I'm bodybuilding, I'm going to keep working on poses, and sometimes a pose catches my eye. There might be somebody with kind of my physique shape, and I'm like, wow, that looks so awesome. So then I go to the gym and I try it, and then I work on it, and I incorporate it into my routine.
Like, what is there like a body part you try to like work at, like that, it kind of gives you like difficulties to